Hello, everybody. This is Benny Hills, and today we are here with a Live the Dream Phantom Cube Draft. So I love this format. It's super sweet. It's basically like Vintage Cube on steroids. Really powerful, splashy effects, but then just no like broken fast mana, so you have time to get to your cards. So we'll hop on in and hopefully have a pretty sweet deck. I've liked this format a lot so far. Um, I've drafted. I've done it 3 times. Got one trophy and two 2-1s. One was with my last 2-1 was with a really sweet 5-color deck. I had great fixing, Gigantha, which was an amazing companion, tons of 5-color payoffs, and including Niv Mizzet and a bunch of 2-colored cards. So it was pretty sweet. The only problem was it didn't have great interaction. So I didn't have much removal. It was more just like I'm gonna keep on presenting threats that you can't deal with, and it was good, but it did struggle when it was behind a bit. But yep, I love this format. I think blue is similarly to Vintage Cube, and honestly, pretty much any format where you have really high power level. Blue is the best color, so we'll be looking to go into blue, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. See you in the draft. All right, here we are, and as expected, we have a lot of sweet ones. I don't know what a lot of these cards are. This is like a reanimator type card, okay. I love this card. Blue white like flicker with stuff like Soul Herder is really good. And this is one of the best cards in it. It's cheap, it's awesome card advantage. Wormcoil Engine is also great. It's just very flexible. You can play it in any deck. This is a sweet card in the multicolor deck. I don't think it's a card I want to first pick really, but if you have like, I mean, you can just play like I had one draft or one game where I went like turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Signet, turn 3 this and another tap land, and then turn 4 like Niv Mizzet, tap this for 5 and immediately cast all your stuff. So that's pretty sweet. I like Midnight Clock a lot. It gives you both mana and cards. Um, guess those are the main considerations. I think I'm gonna narrow it down to Watcher or Wormcoil Engine. Hmm. Wormcoil is more flexible, but I think Watcher is a decent amount better. Similarly to Vintage Cube, there's a ton of 6-mana haymakers that are really powerful, and it's rare to have like a really elite play on turn 2. There's a lot of like draw go, draw go, draw go till like turn 3 or 4 in this format, so getting down a great turn 2 play is really nice. And as I've said, I do think blue is the best color, and so cutting blue is good, so we'll take the Watcher. Alright, so what do we have here? This card is pretty sweet. It can copy instants and sorceries and also just like be a pretty big creature. Kolaghan's Command is just a great card. There's a lot of very powerful artifacts. In addition to things like signets, there's stuff like Bolus's Citadel, Idol of Oblivion, just like the Great Henge. Like there's really, really expensive artifacts that this can trade with very well. Um, we have a couple. I mean, like Looteril Core is just like a fine blue card. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. There's a Windswept Heath, and I do think blue white is good. And I also just, as you know, if you watch my videos, do love blue white. Um, I do also love Grixis though, and I do like this card quite a bit. Hmm. I'm sort of between Windswept Heath and Kolaghan's Command here, I think. And I think I'm going to take the command. I like Grixis quite a bit. I think, well, I both think it's fun and powerful in this format. And this is one of the strongest draws that can pull you in that direction. And this also makes us live for stuff like Cruel Ultimatum and Nicol Bolas, which are just really fun. So, that being said, this does work so well in blue-white. We'll go with the Kolaghan's Command. Windswept Heath is good. I would probably take Hallowed Fountain over Kolaghan's Command, but just like a fetch land that's like not even blue is less of a priority. Okay, so here we have a few options. What does this do again? Yadaro. Okay. This card is good, but I don't think we'll be taking it here. Sisei is an awesome like 5-color payoff. I also had that in my last 5-color deck, but that's not really the direction we're going. We could take this, which is very good if we're playing sort of draw goey. I mean, Kolaghan's Command leads you in that direction a bit. There's also just Murderous Rider, which is great interaction, and if we're Grixis, like, that is the sort of thing we want. There's also City of Brass. If we were in the blue-white blink deck, we could go for, like, Sunblast Angel or Kitchen Finks, but those are both a little bit underpowered. I think I'm going to take Murderous Rider. There's a lot of just like huge creatures that you really want to deal with, or planeswalkers. No, although actually this is more planeswalker light than I honestly would have expected. Um, but I think Murder Strider is just a great card, so we'll take this. It does look like blue is like not super open, so being very heavy blue probably won't work, and I'd be super happy to be like Grixis control that's sort of heavier black or something. So we'll take this, and yeah, it's weird that this is called Godzilla Doom Inevitable here, but then it's called Yidaro Wandering Monster here, but whatever. Murderous Rider. Okay, so there's a few options. There's Maelstrom Nexus if we were doing 5 colors, but I don't think we're doing that right now. Crystalline Crawler is, I mean, it does do 5 color mana fixing and is just a good card in general. Unfortunately, Jungle Shrine doesn't do much for us right now if we're trying to be Grixis. I think I'm just going to take Fiery Confluence. If you watch my Vintage Cube videos, you know how much I love this card. Again, there's a lot of artifacts here. Crystalline Crawler. I guess that's the only one in this pack, but this card is just sweet. And also, there's not a ton of creature board sweepers, so being able to do that is good. So yeah, we'll take this. I don't really want to end up in like black-red removal deck, so I would like to be able to get some blue. I mean, there is pull for tomorrow, but I think I'd rather Fiery Confluence here. Okay, so few options here. What does this do? Cool card, but not really the direction we're going. This is a decent removal spell. Arcane Sanctum add blue and black, so it's a nice dual land. Dream Eater is fine. Thassa's Intervention is pretty good. It's a counterspell that can also be card draw. But I do want to have good mana. And like there's 2 blue cards in this pack. I think in general in this format it's good to prioritize fixing pretty highly. What does this do? That's sort of cool, but we're not taking that. I think I'm just gonna go with a land here. It's also still possible that we end up playing white. So having that option is good, and there's a chance we'll wheel either Dream Eater or Thassa's Intervention. Mire in Misery would be an option if we didn't already have a lot of good removal, but we do. So we'll take the fixing. So there's an Inspired Ultimatum. That is interesting, but we should probably just take either Triumph or Steam Vents. Gamble is funny. So let's see. This adds white, so it's good if we like manage to wheel the Inspired Ultimatum somehow. This can come in untapped. This can also cycle if we're flooded. Also, this is fetchable by white land. I think Triumph is just a bit better, even though I would love a Steam Vents too. So I'll take a Triumph. Either way, neither one adds black, so it's just they're both blue-red dual lands, probably. Although there's still the chance we play white. Well, if we wanted to play white, there's a Sacred Foundry. Temporal Trespass is okay, but it's pretty heavy on the blue. I think we should probably just take Rakdos Signet. What does this do again? You can make a bunch of 2/2s, or that's not great. Yeah, we'll take a Signet. This card is pretty great for us. It's double on color. We don't have a bunch of really expensive stuff to ramp into yet, but we'll probably get it. This is cool. It copies all your spells, or your first spell each turn. So that could be good for us, but we'll take the Signet. Oh, okay. Yep. Easy Cruel Ultimatum. I would love a Blood Crypt. I would also love a Spell Swindle. But, I mean, yeah, this deck is built for Cruel Ultimatum. Like, this is exactly what we want. So, very, very happy to take that. Okay, so we have a couple pieces of medium card draw. Ransack the Lab and Thrill of Possibility. These are actually super similar. I'm not really sure which one I want. I guess probably Ransack is slightly better because it we want to be a little bit heavier black if we have Cruel Ultimatum, although that's pretty marginal. If we have a lot of cards that we think will be dead, that makes Thrill of Possibility better. I guess Thrill is maybe a bit better. Like, it can just reshape your hand more, and we don't have, like, a need to, like... We don't have any cards that we want to be dumping into the graveyard right now. Okay, so... This card isn't really what we're doing. We're not likely to be green, so we'll take Extinction Event. This is a pretty cool board sweeper. Exiling can be nice, and we don't have many creatures of our own that we care about, so that seems good. Ooh, okay, so We could just take Stomping Ground. There's a world where that helps us, but maybe I kind of think we just take this. We have a decent number of instants. Yeah, I'll take this. Fist of Flame is like pretty unimpressive to me. So this is like a removal or a reanimator spell. We're not playing green likely, so I'll take this, but I don't think it's gonna make the cut. Okay, Iron Misery is a pretty nice wheel. It's not always gonna be good, but it will be good a decent amount of time. Okay, so I don't think Sunforger is going to be... Actually, yeah, no, we don't have enough creatures for Sunforger, so we'll take the gamble, but probably not play it. And Vault the Archangel we will also probably not play, but this is a good start. I'm very happy with these cards. Cruel Ultimatum is just awesome. It's very good and very fun. And we have very strong interaction. Okay, Primal Might. That's pretty bad, I think. Elishnorn is good. See the Truth is pretty good. But I think we should just take Volcanic Island. It's just like a good land, and we really want to have good fixing with Cruel Ultimatum. Maybe we can wield the Drowned Catacomb. I do like this card, but I don't think we're going to take it over Elite Fixing here. Alright, Misty Rainforest and Fabled Passage are both good mana fixing. So is Fetid Pools. Factor Fiction is a great card draw spell. Narset Reversal is also pretty good. That's very tough. Misty Rainforest right now can fetch blue-red. It cannot fetch black. Fabled Passage can fetch anything. But we actually don't have much in the way of card draw. I guess we have like a few card draw spells, but I really like Factor Fiction. And we don't have any Delve or necessary uses for putting cards in the graveyard, which makes the fetch lands a bit worse. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Factor Fiction here. Blue is our least open color, so when we get an elite blue card draw spell, I think we should take it. And then we can just really want to wheel Fabled Passage, Misty Rainforest, or Fetid Pools. And I think it's pretty likely we'll be able to get back one of them at least. Okay, so we have more fixing in Temple of Epiphany, and then Ral. Ral is interesting. It can copy spells and scry. I think we just took the spell. We should take the land this time. Ral also could wheel, potentially. But again, I just really want to have good fixing. We have very heavy mana requirements, like colored mana requirements, and there's nothing worse than having awesome spells in your hand and not being able to cast them. We could maybe... Whirlwind and I would be an okay wheel, or Shriekmaw, or certainly Ral, but we'll take the land here. This is not... So in the last pack, there was like one really good spell and a couple good lands. So we're more likely to wheel a land. Here, there's a couple of really good spells and one land, so we're more likely to wheel a spell. So we'll take that. Okay. A Triome that adds blue and red, so similar to the ones we already have. Ooh, oh. Okay, so there's Underground Sea and Kess. This card is amazing for us. This is like the perfect deck for this sort of card. Just being able to flashback all these sweet instants and sorceries is awesome, and it's in our colors. Marsh Flats can get Triome or black, so it can actually get all of our colors. But I kind of think I'm actually just going to take Underground Sea here and really try to wheel this Kess. I think it should wheel because we got a pretty late Cruel Ultimatum, and no one that, like, if someone wants Kess, they want Cruel Ultimatum. If this doesn't come back, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. I do like having one blue-black land that's fetchable. So we'll take this, and I guess in the same vein, we could try and wheel one of these three lands and take the Kess. But I think Kess is a lot more likely to wheel than Factor Fiction. Or, like, I know that. That's just definitely true. Well, I guess even Reflecting Pool is an okay land. Alright, I'm actually talking myself out of this. We're going to take Kess, and then between Triome, Marsh Flats, Reflecting Pool, and Underground Sea, at least one of those pretty much has to wheel. Okay. Garuda is not going to make the cut for us. Fibblethip is okay. Treasure Map is okay. Agonizing Remorse is also okay. I kind of think I like Agonizing Remorse the best out of these. Now that we have Kess, just having access to a wide variety of types of instants and sorceries is nice, and we have no ways to abuse Fibblethip. I mean, I guess just having something to rebuy with Kolaghan's Command is nice, but we'll take the Agonizing Remorse. Plains, Swamp, Forest. So this actually doesn't help us at all, unfortunately. Having a Lich has impressed me in the one draft I had it, but Dig Through Time is just so good. I think Dig Through Time is a bit better for us. We'll take this card. So this can return a creature card. That's not really what we're trying to do. I think we should take the Pilgrim's Eye here. It's not flashy, but it's good fixing, which is important in the Cruel Ultimatum deck, so pretty happy about that. So this is like an okay removal spell. This is actually, I like this card a decent amount. I found that there's a lot of multicolored decks in this format. There's some times where it'll be very bad, but it's very likely to add at least one of blue, red, and black, and oftentimes it'll add multiple colors of that, so we'll take this. Okay, Atrata came back around, as did See the Truth. So you put some cards in, you look at the top 3 and get one into your hand. We don't have any ways to cast it from any... Oh, wait, no, we do have cast. Yeah, this card is pretty sweet, actually. We'll definitely take See the Truth. So I believe we're hoping to wheel some fixing around now. Hopefully that pays off. Right now, I would say all of these 16 cards... Oh, nice. Fetid Pools came back. Okay. Pretty happy about that. And it also makes me feel better about passing the Underground Sea, which could also wheel. But now, even if it doesn't, at least we have one fetchable blue-black land. And we'll just prioritize fixing very highly in the next pack. Narset's Reversal is sweet. Like, we could try and live the dream of Narset's Reversal on Cruel Ultimatum, but that's a little win more. Definitely taking the fixing here. Oh, I think there was a bunch of lands in this pack, and none of them came back. That is a bummer. So which of these two cards would we prefer? Probably the cheaper one, although good chance either one ends up in the main deck. Man, that is a bummer. I would have really liked to have gotten one of those lands back. So we need to prioritize fixing very, very highly in the next pack. I'm going to optimistically move this to the sideboard. All of these cards, I guess this is another one that's like not necessary, but pretty much all of these cards are cards that I very much want to be playing. I guess Mire and Misery is maybe replaceable. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Oh, nice. Okay, I might have gotten the packs wrong. Wait. Forest, Island, Mountain. Okay, Island, Mountain is the relevant part. So, again, we have a bunch of blue-red lands now. Our black fixing is a bit worse, but we can just play a lot of blue-red duels and then a bunch of basic swamps. None of these cards really do anything. I'll take this because it has the highest upside. So right now we have 15 spells that we really want to play, so that's pretty much right on track. So we can afford to take our lands pretty highly. Having a Lich is a nice wheel. I'll take this. I'm not 100% sure I'll play it, but I do like it a bit better than the Djinn. Move this to the sideboard. The problem is we don't have a ton of great creatures for us to cast for ourselves. A bit of a bummer we don't have Fibblethip. That would be sort of funny. But this card is just really good. Okay, so a lot of pretty good options here. Flooded Strand can fetch all of our blue lands and also black. So Flooded Strand is probably the right pick here. I do like Supplant Form a lot, and I also like Solemn, also Prophetic Bolt. But I think we should just do the Discipline pick and take this here. And then, yeah, I could imagine wheeling Prophetic Bolt or something like that. But Flooded Strand it is. Also good with Dig, and yeah, just a land that gets all of our colors is nice. We do have a lot of tapped lands right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's something to be slightly wary of, but there's basically like no 1-mana spells in the whole cube, and just in general, like it's not fast at all. Almost always. I mean, you can build a fast deck sometimes, but I'm not too worried about this, I think. So I'll keep picking good fixing even if it is tapped. Alright, this pack is pretty sweet. There's no fixing for us, but I do like Hostage Shaker a lot. This card has really impressed me in the format. You can steal small things and cast them immediately, or just like great removal. What does this do? This is sort of cool. I would like, it's like a Snapcaster sort of, but also a 5/5 flyer. Karn is also pretty good. There's not a ton of planeswalkers in this cube, but I think we should just take the hostage taker. Alright, so this is black and blue, so it is fixing for us. There's also Angrath's Rampage, which is a pretty good, like, flexible removal spell. Censor is decent. Let's see. Right now we have 17 cards we need to play, so we want to pick up at least 6 spells, ideally. I kind of still want to take the Triome, though. I guess we have a lot of tap lands already, but both Censor and Dominate and Angrath's Rampage are all, like, good, but it's not like you need that in your deck. They're not adding us anything we don't already have. I guess we don't have counter magic, but Censor is, like, not really counter magic. This is very close. There's an okay chance that Angrath's Rampage wheels. Yeah, I think I'm still just going to take the land, and then we'll probably just end up playing 18 lands and plan on cycling some of these cycling lands. I guess the Censor is tempting. I think it's between these two. We already have a lot of 2-mana plays, and we're playing sort of at sorcery speed, so we'll take this. Also, this is beginning to look worse. Okay, this is not great for us. Oblivion Stone is interesting. I think I'm just going to take Collective Brutality. Rolling Earthquake is also okay as like a board sweeper of sorts. What does this do? That's pretty bad for us. This card is actually pretty good, I think. There's just a lot of good artifacts and a lot of blue decks, so this can be pretty nice. Yeah, actually, I like this card. I'm going to take this card and just try it out. I think it could be really fun, and Collective Brutality is not, like, amazing. I mean, we'd probably play it, but it's not like it's necessary. Okay, if this was double on color, we would definitely take it. This is an interesting removal spell. This Shark is just, like, a pretty good card. That's a fun removal spell, but we don't, or a reanimator spell, but we're not really doing that. So I think it's between the Great Shark and the Parting Thoughts. And we are a bit low on win conditions, so I'll take the Shark. And we have a decent amount of removal already. Ooh, wow. So there's Bolt, Abrade, Dimir Signet, and Bloodstained Mire. That is rough that they're all in the same pack. Bolt and Abrade are pretty similar, and we have a lot of like stuff sort of like that already. Plus, if they're both in the same pack, one is potentially going to wheel. We have 18 spells right now that we want to play. I'm going to take the Bloodstained Mire. This is just so good. It's untapped. It can get all of our colors. It fuels Dig. It's just an awesome card, so I will take this. Sorry, Dimir Signet. Field of the Dead. This could be a good Field of the Dead deck, potentially. We have a ton of dual lands. Yeah, I actually think this card is great for us. What does this do? This is actually a pretty cool card. I think we would play this, but Field of the Dead is really good. It could just totally swing some matchups by itself. Ooh, so Electrolyze versus Badlands versus Atris. Those are all close. I think at this point, though, our mana is pretty good. Although I guess we do have Field of the Dead now, so having another land with a different name is good. But Electrolyze is pretty sweet, and it is just nice with Cass, pretty good with Dig. So, and we have more 4s than 3s. So I think I'm gonna take this. Sorry, Badlands, but I think this is the right pick. We've been prioritizing lands a lot so far this draft. Okay, Master of Predicaments is pretty mediocre. Irrigated farmland we could just play for Field of the Dead, but we already have so many tapped lands that that seems less good. So I think I'll just take this and start with it in the board. Okay, I'll take Sunbaked Canyon. We can just play this over Mountain, and it's good with Field of the Dead and also cycles, and it comes into play untapped. The one life is pretty unlikely to matter here. We could also take Praetor's Grasp, but that card's not. Well, actually, maybe this card is actually very good. We have 19 spells. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take this card. There's gonna be some really sweet stuff we can get with this, I bet. Okay, Electro Dominance is fine. Tragic Slip is probably a bit better. Yeah, I'll take this for the board. There's some matchups where it'll be great. Okay, the Brutality came back. Pretty happy about that. So I think this is the Bolt of Braid pack. I would love it if one came back. Although I guess they are both pretty good and pretty splashable, so it's probably not the most likely. Okay, we'll take this for the board, but probably not play it. Oh, bummer. Alright, well. Oh, Brain Maggot actually might be a card we play. Probably not, though. So, we have a great mana base and some pretty sweet spells. We're a bit light on top end cards, but Field of the Dead makes that problem a lot less bad. So this is 23 cards, but I kind of do think we want to play 18 lands when we have Field of the Dead and like all these lands that cycle. So let's see. I think all of these spells are pretty much like uncuttable. This is like, yeah, this is uncuttable. Too fun. All this seems good. So what creatures do we cut? Probably just Brain Maggot or Plaguecrafter. Yeah, I'll cut the Plaguecrafter. And then, is Brain Maggot better than this dude? Or another one of these cards? Or Gin of Wishes, even. You know, we already have a lot of 2-mana plays, and I'm a bit light on top end, so I'll add the Gin. And then add all of these in. Combine groups. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. First, I thought this was saying we had 16 lands. We have 11 lands, so we'll see what they recommend. Well, I'll throw this in and then count it up. So this is, we'll do black first. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know what like any of these are. 4, 5. I'm not going to count that for any of them. 6, 7. That's pretty low. We definitely want more black. I'm very surprised. Oh, I forgot we had so many blue-red lands. Okay, that makes sense. So this is blue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we could definitely cut at least one island for one swamp. And then red, we have, nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's also a bit low. So I think I'm just going to cut 2 islands for 2 mountains. Or 2 swamps, rather. Actually, no. We'll go like this, I think. I think that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, sweet. Hopefully we don't get screwed by having Field of the Dead plus Cruel Ultimatum. Also worth noting, in like the mountains versus islands debate, we're a little heavier blue, and we have Recto Signet, which is another like sort of source. So, yeah, we'll run this and see you in round 1. I think this is a sweet deck. I'm not going to give it a rating because I don't know the format well enough, but I do think it's really sweet. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Hopefully we draw our Grixis cards a bunch. And yeah, see you in round 1. Alright, here we are for round 1 against Bert1372, and we are on the play. Alright, sweet hand. I mean, it's a little slow, but we have really powerful cards. We have a piece of interaction. We have good mana, so pretty happy about this. Alright, so we'll play Triome. So this is black and blue, so we don't have red mana yet, but we can get black-red with the Bloodstained Mire. But, ooh, okay, so I'm just going to play Island Watcher now. I think we have a black-red fetchable land, or actually, we might not have a black-red untapped fetchable land. Okay, Dig Through Time is probably better than Extinction Event here. Also, there's a good chance Dig Through Time will just find us Extinction Event if we need it. Okay, no play. That's good. So, I think I'm just going to... Well, we'll start by... no. We'll start by just looking at their hand and taking something. This could whiff, but I think it will hit. Okay, we hit one thing. They have Champion of Wits and Galta. Wow, that hand is not doing too much. So, we'll take this. They can Champion of Wits to fix their mana a bit, but that's fine. Opponent's got a good sense of humor. I appreciate that. We'll hit for 2 and pass it back, and then they'll play their champion and discard a couple lands. A lot of colors over there. Actually, I guess not that many colors. So, let's see. I imagine they discard Forest Plains. Maybe Forest. Oh, Forest Island. Alright. So their hand is these 3 and 2 unknowns. So I will attack. And then I'm just going to play Cast. We can't get any value out of it this turn. So they could kill it and sort of get us, but that's still not the end of the world. We need red mana, so... I hope we have a good red land to get that's a duel. Okay, we could give Volcanic Island. Yeah, we have 2 black right now. I think getting Volcanic Island seems okay. So, black, red, blue, colorless, cast. Pass the turn. So we don't have triple black, so we can't play Murderous Rider plus Collective Brutality, but that's okay. And yeah, we have 5 different lands, and like, we barely have any repeats in our deck. Like, we have 1 more island, so yeah, I guess we could draw that, and that'd be annoying, but ooh, Parallel Lives could be scary. See the Truth. Alright. Well, I'll cast... Oh, wait, that's awesome. Wait, we can see the Truth and then immediately cast it again and just draw 3. So I'll take Agonizing Remorse. And then just cast this from the graveyard to draw 3. That is awesome. Wow. Okay, so just casually getting 4 cards there. Exotic Orchard adds just blue for us out of our colors that we care about, so I'm just going to play Swamp and attack with both. And so now they could do something scary this turn. I really hope... Oh, they... Okay, we just get our dig, sure. I hope they don't do anything too bad this turn, and the next turn we can double Agonizing Remorse. Also, we're still building up towards Field of the Dead and towards Cruel Ultimatum, so that's pretty cool. Alright, making some tokens. Okay, this is not too bad. We can just probably Swift end this. But we're going to start with Agonizing Remorse, see what they got. We can even Agonizing Remorse their Champion of the Wits from the graveyard if we want to. So, Remorse. See what you got. The Great Henge, Spitting Image, Galta. Well, they don't have any mana. We can kill the Great Henge with Kolaghan's Command. I think I'm just going to take Spitting Image because it gets exiled. And then I guess we just play Collective, or we could just cast it again from our graveyard, I guess. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. So take that, and then play this from the graveyard. So, the Great Henge, yeah, they can just cast that, but that just doesn't do anything. Galta costs 1 less for each power, so it costs 12 down to 8 and then down to 6 from that. So they could tap out for Galta, but that doesn't matter. And then whenever this attacks, each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/1 and trample. So that unfortunately can swing through our cast. That's a bit annoying. I guess we just take the Galta. And then play a tap land. As we know we don't have blocks, I'll just attack for 3. Oh, I didn't even realize how low our opponent was. They're at 10. And Cruel Ultimatum can hit them for 5. Next turn we can also make a 2/2. This costs 7 to Eternalize, and even though it like enters with 4 power, that doesn't work how they would want it to. This doesn't. They're not casting this as a creature spell, so this doesn't cost 5. Okay, they play the Great Henge. They have 1 unknown, so we can just Kolaghan's Command to take out their last card. So we draw, play land, make it zombie. They're just gaining some life, sure. We go black, colorless, red. Destroy target artifact, you discard a card. Trostani, okay. And now we can't Murderous Rider because our mana doesn't allow that. We can just attack them for 3 and then collect Brutality to drain them for life. I think that actually seems pretty good. We could also dig, but I don't want to lose all these cards. So I guess we could also just like deal 2 to them and return something, but I think I would rather just pad my own life total a bit. So target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Not flashy, but I'll take it. Ooh, well, okay. So we have Extinction Event, so we can exile all these flyers, but it does mean we have to kill our own cast, which is a bit unfortunate. So this happens. We can cast Kolaghan's Command from our graveyard just to shock them and return our Watcher for tomorrow, and then Extinction Event. And since they're gonna be, wait, what? Oh, I forgot they doubles this. Holy moly! Okay, well we're jumping because our dude's dying either way. These are all even costed. I would love to draw a land, pretty much any land. Oh, can we kill them? No, we're shy on red mana. Wait, no. Oh yeah, we only have 2 red. If we had 1 more red mana, we could Fiery Confluence plus Kolaghan's Command to kill them, but that is not the case, so we will go... Let's see, we really want to make sure we have black mana up, but that shouldn't be too hard, because this can add black. So, black, red, colorless, return target creature, and deal 2 damage to any target. And then Extinction Event. I appreciate you saying that, opponent, but I don't actually feel too bad because we can deal with these. So even, all these tokens have even mana cost, so empty board. And now it's just like, the board is empty, but we have better lands, including Field of the Dead, and just 6 awesome cards in hand. So this one's pretty much over. In fact, Fiery Confluence is just lethal if they don't gain life. Okay, they get to make 2 Blade Splicer tokens, but that won't do it, so Fiery Confluence for the win. Six damage to each opponent. Red, red, colorless, black. Boom. All right, wild game 1. Very swingy. So the opponent's playing like green, white, splash, blue tokens. Cool deck, but I think this should be a pretty good matchup for us. We have a lot of good removal for them. So, what do we want here? things that make them sacrifice seem pretty weak because they just have like a bunch of token makers. So neither of those are really what we want. Tragic Slip is okay. We don't have the best ways to trigger Morbid though. We don't have our own creatures that can die. We are on the draw. Predator's Grasp actually doesn't seem great for us. It doesn't let you pay mana as if it's mana of any color. And they're primarily green-white, and we're blue-black-red, so that actually seems pretty bad. We could just bring in Brain Maggot to disrupt them. It doesn't seem like they have great mana, and we are also on the draw, so I want to prioritize having good fixing, or good early disruption a bit more highly. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. We could also just play a Signet, but I think I'd rather have Brain Maggot here. So we'll make that shift, and we're still playing 18 lands. Like, yeah, I'm on the draw, but like, we're a Field of the Dead deck. We want to hit land drops. And also, we have so many lands that cycle that, yeah, I just feel pretty good about that. Okay, this hand is good. We don't have red mana, or black mana. Oh, I probably should have cut the Exotic Orchard. Although, I guess what it, like, never mind, because it still will basically, it'll usually add blue mana, and it's a different land name for the dude, Field of the Dead. So we'll play this, pass the turn, and then next turn we can see the truth looking for Black Source. Dang it, I wanted to steal your Signet. Alright, so a little bit annoying to draw both of our islands when we only have 2 islands in the deck and we're trying to play Field of the Dead. Also, we're just trying to have reasonable mana. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is Island Mountain. Alright, sure. So, we don't have a black source. I think we should just take Extinction Event, though. They have a lot of tokens, so this card will be good. And yeah, we can't cast it for a while, potentially, but we'll draw Black Source eventually, and this is just so good in the matchup. I do realize the irony of having 5 non-black lands and 3 black spells, though. That's not exactly how we drew it up. So we'll see what this is. They can play Tristani. Crystalline Crawler. Okay. Well. So this is a black source. Question is, would we rather have the black mana for next turn or just play this dude this turn? I think having black mana next turn is actually a bit more important. Although, yeah, this is unlikely to be able to get in. They haven't played an island yet, so I'll just get the black source down. So hopefully, all right, nice. So Thada is online and Exotic Orchard. Well, I guess we're not stripped for blue mana, but it is still slightly better that this is not just colorless mana now. And so hopefully they play a really good creature with an even mana cost. Ooh, Parallel Lives. Okay, well, that'll be good soon, but we can play Brain Maggot to mess with him a bit. Oh, okay, so now we have an opportunity to Collective Brutality this if we want to. Yeah, it's probably, well, it's awkward to play Brain Maggot before casting Extinction Event because Extinction Event is so likely to be going for blue mana, or for even mana cost. So I think we're going to start with Thrill of Possibility, discarding a land. And I just want to do this now so they don't counter it. So we'll pitch an island, draw 2. And then, I mean, we're pretty likely to want to... Well, this can literally add 2 mana next turn because they can just level it up twice. So it is probably worth it just to Brutality that down. The only question is if we want to discard anything. And I think... they don't have a ton of instants and sorceries, but they do have some that are pretty good. And I don't really think Brain Maggot... how good is Brain Maggot going to be? It's probably going to be okay, actually. I'll just kill this. And pass the turn back, and so... Yeah, like we could have just waited and Extinction Evented that, but we're ahead on cards right now. I just don't want them to play some huge thing that will really F us up. And I and so I'm okay with just like slowing them down and getting a little bit less value. Doubling season. Okay, well, they're ready. If they get any token makers, they'll be ready. So we really need to save this extinction event now. We can also just hold a Voracious Great Shark though. No, it's probably better just to play Brain Maggot plus this dude. So land Maggot. Take your last card. Alright. And then cast this. So they have a lot of live top decks. They can just top deck Entreat the Angels and make infinite tokens, but I feel pretty good about this situation. I'm almost tempted to block if they attack, but no, that definitely can't be right because we don't want them to be able to just eternalize this and draw cards. They don't have double blue for it yet, but they could draw it. Oh, okay. Well, at least they can't populate. So there's Tristani. They hit us for 2. We can see their deck with this too, which is sort of nice. Ooh, Field of Dead is a good one. So we can attack. So we'll see what we hit. We're very likely to hit at least something here. Great Henge and Godfarer's Gift. Well, we can't cast either of these things. Wait. Oh, no. Wait, the Great Henge would cost 7. Oh, we're one shot. Because we actually can make double green, right? Because we can do green and green, but that won't work. So we'll just take... I think Godfarer's Gift is a bit scarier here. Because they could make a million crystalline crawlers. So I'll just take this out of their deck. They have Palace Jailer, Spitting Image. They actually, yeah, they have some Planeswalkers that could make some tokens. Alright, well, bye-bye, Godfarer's Gift. Unfortunately, we can't cast you, but that's alright. We're just going to play our field and... we might have wanted to play Arcane Sanctum there. Actually, no, I think we played it right. We're pretty good on colored mana. And we can, like, now we can play a tap line next turn and still, get our field to work. Oh, they drew something big. Hopefully it's something we can Voracious Great Shark. That is a bummer. So this happens and they make 3 tokens. And now if they draw any lands, they can just keep on doing that. Okay, that's bad. This counters artifacts or creatures. Alright. Oh, they gained a million life too. That doesn't really matter, but it's a bit annoying. Wait, what? Did they all just die? Is this thing... Oh, I didn't realize this was legendary. Okay, well that's a lot less scary. Now the question is if we want to just jam Voracious Great Shark to kill Tristani. I think the answer is yes. This card is pretty good. And like, well, okay, so now, yeah, we're still gonna hold this extinction event, but use it as late as possible. Does this thing have any annoying thing? Ooh, Cruel Ultimatum is a spicy one. Well, we will attack with both. And then I guess just cast the Great Henge. Sort of funny, but I think that actually is what we want to do. Oh yeah, so definitely worth it to play Field of the Dead last turn. Alright, don't mind if I do. So, green... Oh wait, it also costs less now. So, sure. Great Henge. And we could just play. Oh, yeah. I mean, we could cast Extinction Event, but that seems pretty bad. So, pass turn. I don't think we have any artifacts that we really care about. They can take a Signet, but that's honestly, like, borderline good for us. Because I don't think the mana will help them pretty much at all, and just taking a dead draw out of our deck is really nice. And I can't think of any big artifacts that we have that would be scarier than that. Uh-oh. That's a lot of mana. Oh, okay, just doing that, sure. So they get a 5/4. Oh, they get a bunch of 5/4s. These tokens all, so they still have the mana cost of 5. So now we can play Extinction Event on Odd and take out all of these and also exile this, which is nice. So we could block that, but oh no, we definitely don't want to do that. So we'll just take it. And now we'll exile all the odds. The only creatures that will be left will be my zombie tokens, and they can keep on splitting image to make a bunch of tokens, but that's... Oh, I forgot about Pilgrim's Eye. Alright. And I guess that's like... That's still not a card we want to draw, though, so I'm still okay with this. I'll just gain some life here. Untap. They have no more artifacts, so it doesn't actually matter on this. So we'll pay 2. Boom, boom. Extinction Event on Odd. And play... Do we have enough black mana? We actually don't. So we want to get the Arcane Sanctum into play, so we can have Cruel Ultimatum online. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 color choices. So I think we should be good to go now. Make another zombie and attack. And unfortunately, since our Great Shark got exiled, we can't return it with our Cruel Ultimatum. We just can return a Brain Maggot, so that's sort of bad, but still worth playing. Although, actually, I guess right now it really doesn't do that much. The discard doesn't do anything. The sacrifice creature doesn't do anything. Alright, so we untap. Murderous Rider. That's a pretty good draw. Well, we'll start by attacking for 2. Or for 4. So do we just cast the Cruel Ultimatum? Or do we hold on for better value? I think I'm just going to cast it now. So, let's see. Blue. Black. Blue. Black. Black. Red. Red. Cruel Ultimatum. Discard your card. We'll return our Brain Maggot and draw 3. And we don't have black mana for Brain Maggot this turn, which I kind of would want to cast just to draw cards. Ooh, I wish... Oh, we could actually Agonizing Remorse. That would be even better, but it's still fine. We can just play this, scry, and make a zombie. Don't want another swamp, even though I do want black mana this turn. And we'll pass the turn. So, I mean, yeah, they could rip Entreat the Angels and still kill us, potentially. But, well, they didn't rip that. And I think beyond that, there's nothing that could really mess us up too bad. They're probably just going to play Splitting Image here. Spitting Image, not Splitting. Well, got a lot of zombies. Gin of Wishes is a good one. So, we're going to start by attacking with everyone. We can clear up all the zombies with Fiery Confluence, but I'd rather not do that if necessary, because we want to burn them out with that. So they block everything. All that dies. We will play Gin of Wishes, draw a card. Ooh, that is a good one. We will play Mountain, play Agonizing Remorse, exile your Spitting Image, and pass, holding up Fact or Fiction. I guess we also could have just used the Gin, but I think I'd rather just hold up Fact or Fiction. Also bluff counterspell and hold up Murderous Rider. Okay, so they can make a Centaur for 6, but they don't have enough mana for that, so they should just die in the air now. Or die to the Djinn plus the Fiery. It's a bit sad that we don't have a single land in our deck that can add all 3 colors, but that's not too bad. I guess there's no need to even play this Fact or Fiction, but I'll just do it. Or I already did it, and it's sort of fun. Like, boom, all these cool cards. Putting Kess alone, huh? No respect for the zombies. Alright, I'll take the Kess. Can't say no to that. Untap. Attack in the air. Our opponent's deck is cool. I think they didn't get quite enough token makers. Wait, what are they doing? Oh, populate. Okay, sure. Make an army of zombies. I mean, that's cool. That actually is really good, but not enough. So, hit you for 6. Whoa. Okay. I mean, they knew it was up. We had a million cards in hand. We also could have just, oh wait, no, we couldn't have quite killed them from onboard information. We didn't have quite enough mana for Kess plus, Cruel Ultimatum, and, I mean, yeah, we could play Cold Gun's Command, hit them to 1. We were going to win that game, but we did win that game, and we're 2-0, so great start. I think this deck is sweet, and I think creature matchups will be a very good one for us, so hopefully we play more creature decks, but either way, I'm excited to see what round 2 brings. Alright, here we are for round 2 against Risey. On 41 cards, so I respect that. Good roller, too, with a 5, but we took him down to the 6, so hopefully we can also take him down in the games. This hand is great. We have all our colors. We have card draw. We have interaction. So we can play this on turn 1 and fetch a Triome. The question is which Triome? We definitely want red, so do we want second blue or second black? Probably second blue with this hand, even though we have triple black in our deck and we don't have triple blue, but we do have this dig through time. So we'll grab a red blue. Bad lands. We both played red black lands. Alright, sacrifice Bloodstained. So we want red blue. This is not red blue. So this is red blue green, and this is red blue white. I'll grab Jeskai just to put the fear of blue white into them if they know my channel. And if you do watch this video, Ricey, good luck, and appreciate you acknowledging this. It's always fun to play against someone who knows about my channel. Okay, well, sort of wish we got black mana now, but obviously we couldn't have known that. So I'm just gonna play See the Truth. Prepare to be beat. Oh, okay. So we'll take the field here. It is awkward now. Like, I probably should have thought about that and played Swamp instead of the Volcanic Island there. Actually, yeah, I almost definitely should have, because now we can't play Field and Collective Brutality. Probably won't matter, but it could. Okay, well, probably we wouldn't play Brutality here either way. I mean, I guess we could just take a look at their hand, but that's not great. I think I'm just going to play Sanctum. Pass it back. We now have 6 lands for our field, so Field of the Dead has really impressed me in this format. I think that's a very high pick. I would definitely first pick this, like, in a lot of situations. Kaya, okay, so... This card is good. That's very good. So they can just keep on making us discard and them draw. They can do that twice and then just exile Kaya. Wow, that's actually pretty brutal. Well, we'll discard Brutality. I mean, this does fuel our dig through time, so that's pretty good, but still not ideal. This can add black or red, so that's pretty nice. I think I'm just going to play this and hold up dig through time. We can just discard, like, basic swamp or something. Yeah, this Kaya's not good for us. I don't really want to exile all these cards from my graveyard, but I think it is worth it here. So we go dig this time, and then we have up, like, maybe we could draw Kolaghan's Command to kill the Kaya. That would be good. This card is really good, though. I never really focused on what this card does. We should probably discard Island, actually. We have 3 blue sources already. Forbidden, or Exotic Orchard is very good with having a Lich, because you have to have their colored mana to be able to use this ability on their creatures, but, like, now we have white mana, so that's a pretty nice combo. Same thing with, I forget what it's called, but that 2/2 that with Island Walk to get your artifacts. Or gets the opponent's artifacts. Alright, what's our opponent doing? This looks like it's probably Mardu Control, which should be a good matchup for us in general, but we're not doing too well right now. Alright, yeah, that is scary. I mean, we need to find some answers to these Planeswalkers ASAP. This seems like a matchup where we want to bring in Plaguecrafter, probably. Uh-oh, making mana? What are you doing over there? 3 mana? Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Okay. I'm sorry, See the Truth. You're so good in the graveyard, but you're going to have to get exiled. Okay, so, well, there's the cast. That's a little sad. This is not great. We could take, I mean, we could just take the Kess. Maybe we take Kess plus Factor Fiction. Although Kess just gets really beat by Chandra. So does having the Lich, though. Man, this is pretty bad. I think we need the Factor Fiction. And then Kess is probably better, even though they're both not great. Oh, okay, that is good. That is very good. So we can just go black, red, whatever, Kolaghan's Command. Destroy target artifact, or yeah, destroy target artifact, deal 2 damage to any target. We could also make them discard, but I think taking them off of mana is decent here. They do have Chandra, I guess. I still think killing the Signet is too good to pass up. So we'll do this, play the Field of the Dead, pass the turn, and now next turn we'll play Lich, and, oh, actually that's pretty awkward. If we play Lich and they minus, then it'll be at 3. And then we go cast Kolaghan's Command and still can't kill it. So that's pretty bad. This Chandra's going to put in work. We take 1. They use Chandra for mana. Oof. Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. Because when they gain this life from lifelink, we'll lose that much life. I guess our life total isn't under too much pressure, but still bad. Pilgrim's Eye. I think we need to play something that makes them want to use their Chandra. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play having a Lich. I guess they could just attack. And then before blocks, tap it to kill the Lich. That's so bad, but I don't know how we get around that. I mean, we could just go for Factor Fiction and hope to hit something good. Honestly, I think I'm going to do that, as bad as it feels. And I'm firing it off main phase in case we draw something that we want to play right now. Okay, well, there's a Murderous Rider, so we can Murderous Rider to kill the Chandra at least, but we still have to deal with all these other things. If they split up Murderous Rider versus the World, I'll probably take the World. But if they put anything with a Rider, we'll take that. Okay, we'll take the Hostage Taker Murderous Rider pile. So those all go to the yard, play Swamp and pass. And on next turn we can go Pilgrim's Eye, find another land, get a 2/2 with Field of the Dead, and kill the Chandra before it ultimates. But then we're still under a ton of pressure from this, so that's not great. So we take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're almost definitely gonna lose this game, but we still have a shot. And even if we do lose, okay, they shoot us down to 7 probably. Actually, maybe they cast it. They have been missing land drops. Okay, sure. There's a Boros Signet. We can blow that up potentially down the road with Kess and Kolaghan's command, but this is gonna be tough. All right, that does ramp them. Are we just dead if we go for Murderous Rider on the Chandra? Well, we definitely can't survive not Murderous Riding the Chandra. I think we need to draw untapped land naturally. And then if we Hostage Taker this, oh, that's pretty painful. So, let's see. Pilgrim's Eye, grab a land, play the land, Murderous End the Chandra. We're at 7. We have 2 blockers. They attack with both, then before blocks, tap this and kill one of our blockers. We chump block. We're still at 7. Then we take 3 damage, and they gain 4 life, and that's exactly 7, so we die. Well, we are going to lose if our opponent plays optimally, but there's a chance they won't, so no offense, Risey. I'm not implying that you're bad, but I don't know that you're good yet, and you could always, I don't know. I mean, I'm not just going to concede. That's really the other option here. So, I'll just grab Island. I don't think it really matters. Island, make a dude. Black, black, blue. We definitely can't let them Chandra ultimate, but we are just dead on board. Which is too bad, because, like, I mean, look at this. Our hand is stacked. If we had, like, 10 more life, then we would be good to go. But this combo of cards is very powerful. You can just gain a lot of life and deal a lot of damage and destroy a lot of permanents. Ooh, actually. Oh, wait, no, they can also just give everything lifelink. Okay, so we're still dead. We're dead to them just attacking with everything. I guess we could have Bolt, so I shouldn't just F6. Oh, bummer. Okay, wait, they let us go to blocks. That's great. So, we're still dead if they give everything lifelink, but block, block. Oh, imagine if we had Bolt here. In response, Bolt this, untap, take no damage, just win. Yeah, we would definitely win if that happened, but it did not, so we lose a bunch of life and die. Well played, opponent. All right, on to game 2. So, like, Mardu, life gain, mid-range with Planeswalkers. Let's see. Making them sacrifice a creature seems pretty good, I think. Destroying a tapped creature is less good, especially when they have the dude with Vigilance. What do we not want? They have, like, Chandra makes a lot of these sort of, like, big 4 toughness creatures, like Jin and having a Lich, pretty awkward. And they're also just likely to have removal in general, so maybe we just cut these 2. This is putting us a bit light on win conditions, but I think just, like, Cruel Ultimatum is enough. I guess having a Lich is really good if it doesn't just immediately die. Praetor's Grasp can give us Chandra and other stuff, so I think that is worth it. That, we saw Signets. Although they don't have islands, so it's not going to get island walk. I think we can probably make that change. Yeah, that seems good. All right, here we are for game 2. Hopefully this one goes a bit better, but the star's going worse. We definitely have to mulligan, and this seems good. We have all our colors, a couple interactive pieces. Extinction event might be sort of bad, but I think it'll be all right. So we will keep and put back, I think, just swamp, because we have multiple swamps in the deck, so this maximizes field. And we can lead on Arcane Sanctum. Alright, now I'm just going to fire off an Agonizing Remorse. They could have a Signet that their hand is really relying on. Okay, this is sort of annoying. The Angel is also sort of annoying, but not too bad. Let's see. They have all their creatures have odd mana costs. I kind of think we should just... Well... We could take the Odds Maker and then just try and set up a turn where we Extinction Event both of these. This card is annoying if it gets to stick around. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Odds Maker. They can go Signet into Angel into Vona, and we'll just like take a hit from the Angel and then hopefully get them with the Extinction Event. So we'll take the Odds Maker. We don't have much going on. We just have lands and then an answer to some of the stuff in their hand, but we have a lot of live draws and we have a lot of great mana. So we will play Signet and Temple and Scry. Fiery Confluence. What is this Angel? It's a 3/3. What is the Odds Maker? 3/3 also. Okay, so I mean this can kill the Signet. This is probably worth it. I think this is, well, this kills the Signet and shoots them for 4. They have a lot of mana, though. Actually, I'm going to bottom this. I think I would rather something more proactive here. We already have answers going. First time in my life I've ever bottomed Fiery Confluence. If it killed either of the creatures in hand, then that would be a different story. So they play Angel, presumably. Yep. I think we are just going to cycle the Triome, in which case I'm going to do it main phase, because we could draw something that changes things, like just the cantrip card. Hostage Shaker, that's a pretty good one. Exotic Orchard and pass. So hopefully they just tap out for the Vona this turn. I don't think that's like a bad play. I think that is very reasonable. They don't have mana to do this. So Swamp and 5-drop. Please tap all mana. Nice. Alright, so Extinction Event on Odd will be pretty good here. Drawing Swamp was definitely the worst draw in our deck, so there's that. We'll cast this on Odd. Boom, got him. And now we can Hostage Taker their next play, so we still have it sort of covered, but we don't have any like card draw or ways to actually like push ahead really. Terror of the Peaks. Okay, well, I'll definitely take that out. Play the Triome. Playing the Triome is a little scary because it could mean they have like a really big thing in their hand. We will cast See the Truth. And just take Cruel Ultimatum. That seems pretty good. Looking forward to that firing off. And I think we can do that next turn. This turn we can cast Hostage Taker. If they kill the Hostage Taker, they will get this back. Huh. We don't even have to pay the 3 life. That's nice. But yeah, they can get this back if they kill the Hostage Taker, but then we will, we can just, like, play Cruel Ultimatum and make them sacrifice it and get back our Hostage Taker. So I actually sort of want them to kill this, but I don't want them to do it via a Chandra. Okay, sure. That's fine. So we sacrifice this. Do we have the mana for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we should be good to go. So I think this Cruel Ultimatum will just take over the game. Uh-oh. What else do they have? Ooh, okay. Well, we can take out their hand at least, but now they get to keep their Terror of the Peaks around. Hopefully their last card is a land. I think it's a swamp, but I might have kept track of this wrong. Okay, I did. Well, that's less good now. They still get to untap with Terror of the Peaks, but we get to hit their hand. Okay, that was good. So, let's see. This, that, another black, red, blue, blue, Cruel Ultimatum. We get back Hostage Taker. And also we pad our life total, which makes the Terror of the Peaks a bit less scary. They have to discard all their hand. I actually thought there was a chance they would sacrifice this, but they did not. Hostage Taker comes back, we gain some life, and I think with this hand, I'm just going to play the Fatty Pools. We have plenty of card draw now. I just really want to cast back their Cruel Ultimatum. We could play Kess and then play Extinction Event on Odd. That looks pretty spicy, actually. It keeps our Kess around, exiles this so they can't make tokens. They know about the Hostage Shaker, but they don't know about anything else. Ooh, okay, yeah, so we take 5, but then taking out all the odd converted mana cost seems pretty nice. So, land, and Kess, and Extinction Event. This opponent has many odd converted mana costs. Now we should be pretty much good to go. Next turn, we can just play Cruel Ultimatum and gain life. Chandra, okay. Oh, well, that's annoying. They can kill this, but then we can kill that with Chandra, or with Electrolyze, rather. Okay, so I'm going to start with just casting Electrolyze. Okay, I think we just go land go now and hold up Great Shark and or Factor Fiction. Our opponent knows we have Hostage Taker, but like I don't think it's really worth it to Hostage Taker the Signet. If we had no other play, maybe, but off. That Field of the Dead is looking very tempting. Actually, just all of this is looking great. All right, yeah, our opponent saw the writing on the wall there. That was going to go well for us. So double Extinction Event was huge there. After seeing more of their deck, well, I guess Seasoned Pyromancer is very good against us because we're sort of relying on stuff that makes them sacrifice. I don't think we're going to make any changes, though. Yeah, we'll run it back and just hope that our draws can line up well again. Tess has been great so far, consistently. Okay, well, we have multiple answers to Planeswalkers, so I'll keep it. It's light on lands, but I think it's still okay. We can fetch a blue-red land to the Flooded Strand. And, like, we're on the draw with an 18-land deck, so 16 out of 33 cards are land at this point. Yeah, boom, there we go. So now we can get black-red instead, because we have blue, and I won't have double black for Murderous Rider. Don't have a Signet, please? Good. So, what land makes black and red? That doesn't. Oh, do we not have a land that makes black and red? That's not ideal. I guess just. Oof. Yeah, no black-red. That's annoying. So, would you rather second black or first red? I think first red. We have more black sources in the deck, and we have, we already have, like, one good answer in our hand to Planeswalkers. So, I'll grab blue-red here. But that is annoying. I really wish we had a black-red land that we could fetch there. So, play land and pass. Great Shark was not a good draw. Hopefully they play something we can Electrolyze. They don't have any red. Oh, well, they have red mana. No play. All right. We will just go land, go. Ooh, oh, all right. Well, I regret not getting a swamp. But we'll play Island, pass, and probably just fire off main phase, Electrolyze your face if they don't play anything. They could just play Chandra. Okay, they played this guy. Yeah, it is unfortunate that Electrolyze can't kill that. But I think I'm just going to fire this off because I do want to find the black source that we're looking for. Okay, Pilgrim's Eye is a black source. That is also a black source. So I think I'm just going to play Plaguecrafter here. Just keep pace with the board. I don't want to fall behind on board. Like, if we just develop our hand and fall behind on board, that's not great. So they could play Vona or something here, and that's fine. We basically just want to keep on trading resources and then cast Cruel Ultimatum. Okay, yeah, that we can deal with pretty easily. So I'm just going to go land main phase Murderous Rider, I think. I guess we could also go for... No, I was going to say we could try and ambush this, but that would not work. So if we do kill this, we don't have any answers to Planeswalkers anymore. We could just let them get in one hit and then end of turn Murderous Rider. Because, like, I would no, actually, this card is pretty good. I think I'm just going to main phase this and not take the hit. Preserving my life total has value. So we can go Bloodstained Mire and black, blue, black, Swift End. And then pass the turn. Again, like, I'm not really worried about maximizing value. I'm just trying to survive the Cruel Ultimatum. We need a third black source, so that's okay. Good thing we used our sacrifice when it was good. They could have a Madness card. Okay, they do not. So this 2/2 is not very scary. No land. So this should probably get blue-black. Grab that. Untap. And I think we're just going to go land, go, and hold up Great Shark. / Factor Fiction, Thrill of Possibility. I don't really want to discard any of the cards in my hand right now. But that's okay because we can Factor Fiction and then hit cards off of that we want to discard to Thrill of Possibility. So if they don't do anything we need to counter, we'll just... Oh, they're playing something. Okay, I think I'm just going to Great Shark that. Keep pace with the board, like I was talking about earlier. It's not like the scariest threat ever, but it's still pretty good. And now we're ahead on board and also ahead on card in hand. If we draw a land that lets us play Cruel Ultimatum, I'm just going to do it. Okay, I think that should be good. So, not 100% sure we have the right mana for it, but I think we do. So, blue, red, black, Cruel Ultimatum. Boom. Take out your hand. Yeah, Cruel Ultimatum just ends the game. This card is so good. We get 4 new cards into our hand. And it's a 10-point life swing. We clear their board and take out their hand. That's just absurd. Also, getting back Plaguecrafter is actually very good here. Because, like, the way they win is by us flooding. And then they keep on top decking Planeswalkers. Man, you're a really great opponent. I thank you, Risty, for just being cool. Also, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Let me know in the comments if I spelled this wrong, if you do see it. And I hope you win your last match. Hello, we are back for round 3 and going for the trophy. And we got a great hand. Extinction Event is good when we're behind. We have card advantage. We have a very flexible removal spell, and also great mana. So, let's see. We have an untapped red source, so we'll just play the Sanctum here. This wasn't really the card we wanted to see. That's like a very late game card, but it's alright. So we can kill that with a Kolaghan's Command next turn. I'm going to delay the Scry until as long as possible, since we still don't really know, like, if there's a land on top. Maybe we really want that, maybe we don't. And we're, like, 100% sure we're going to be playing this anyways, so... Oh, that is looking good for this Kolaghan's Command. Doesn't really get better than that. Killing a Signet and a Tireless Tracker. So, black, red, whatever. Kolaghan's Command. Destroy target artifact. Deal 2 damage to any target. Boom, boom. So it's still not like a full 2-for-1 because they did get a clue out of this, but they invested a lot more mana than we did, and they have to invest even more to draw their card, and so that was a great exchange for us. What does this do? Okay, so basically whenever you play a creature, you draw a card. That's good. That's pretty good. But I think we can probably outgrind them. Okay, so we could just hold up this Murderous Rider, but I think I'd rather just get a Signet down. So we'll play that, play this in Scry, looking for lands. Not a land, we'll bottom that. And if we don't draw a land, I'll probably just main phase Factor Fiction. But hopefully we just draw the land. And this is going to be annoying. If it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control. Yeah, that's like always going to be true. Okay, so they draw a card. They're tapped out of blue mana though, so we can... Okay, nice. Well, we still might just want to main phase the dig. I guess we could also just play having a Lich, but that could go poorly. So I think I am just going to main phase dig through time. This is blue-black. So I guess I'll tap it like this. I just really want this to resolve. Nice. We drew multiple 2-mana plays that we would want to do, so that worked out well. If they split it like this, we're going to take the land pile, I think. Because I would really love to cast Agonizing Remorse this turn. Yeah, we'll do that. There's the benefit of not playing the swamp. They didn't know that we had a swamp in hand, which makes Agonizing Remorse look a lot worse when they're splitting the piles. So... Well, Thassa Deep Dwelling looks pretty terrifying here. They can just keep on exiling something every turn and just keep on drawing cards with this. So I think we'll take that. Prophet of Krufix is good, but if you don't have... I guess they do have a decent card advantage engine going. But we can also interact with it much easier. Although that being said, it is a little annoying that this is odd and that's even, so Extinction Event can't hit them both. But I'm still taking the Thassa. And we'll pass back. Next turn we can go land, Extinction Event, plus Dig Through Time if we want to. Although I would rather not exile all my cards because I want to rebuy them with having a Lich and with Kess. Okay, so they played Forest. That was their draw for the turn. That's great. They can crack the Clue and have one more draw, but... or two more draws even, because they can also just get this engine going. Alright, we take this hit. Island was not what we wanted to see. I don't think it's worth using anything on the Prophet here. I think I'm actually just going to go land, play Lich, and cycle Fetid Pools end of turn. If they find an answer, they find an answer, but otherwise we can start really going off with the Lich, and this also just sets us up for a better Extinction Event later. So we pass the turn back. Also, Field of the Dead would be a great draw at any point here. And again, like, we're not holding up. I guess we probably should. Oh, no, we are holding up Dig. Oh, no, we're not, actually. If they kill this, we can Dig. But I don't really want to use Dig here. I would rather delve away worst cards. Uh-oh. Did they draw a creature? Paying life. That's a little... Oh, no. If they have Phyrexian Metamorph, that would be a disaster. Okay, that's good. But they definitely have a way to pay life. We know that. Please don't be Phyrexian Metamorph. If they copy or having a Lich, untap, start casting these things, that would be very bad. Alright, I stand by it. That is very... Oh, wait, no. We can, Oh, no, we can't. We're 1 mana shy. We can't delve away our creatures in response to them targeting them. So, yeah, this is bad. They're going to have a great turn. But then we can Extinction Event to exile a bunch of stuff, but still pretty bad. So they drew land. Man, this card is just so good. It's just like very hard to interact with and gives a ton of card draw. Okay, them sacking the Mind Stone is good for us. So they'll probably cast. Oh, okay, that's a little weird. I mean, I guess they're just casting out to cantrip, but that seems like it's not the best line because you could have just cast stuff from graveyards. Oh, I forgot we did have an Arcade. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care about the Rakdos Signet that much. In fact, actually, that's probably good for us. Because now, are they even going to use the Lich? Wow. Okay, that actually went, like, way better than I would have thought. I don't know why they didn't just start casting these things. Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, I'll just cycle this now. I was ready to delve away everything with Dictor Time, but now we don't even need to do that. I would like to save the Extinction event as long as possible because they're going to keep on getting good value off of this. Okay, in response, what are they doing? What? I don't think you know how this works, dude. You may cast it this turn, but oh, right. I forgot that they could play spell creatures at instant speed. Okay, so yeah, they sort of got me there, but I still think it is better. Well, maybe not. Maybe this was a misplay. We could have just delved away at all of our own creatures, and they couldn't have responded to that. They could still play their own Tireless Tracker at instant speed. But yeah, they just have like infinite card draw right now. Now they untap and they can play everything. So I don't think there's any value in doing anything other than just immediately. Actually, I guess I'll attack with the Lich. And then we're going to go for Extinction Event on Odd. They can block with this if they want to. That's fine with me. I think I'm actually just going to only kill this. If we're already going to... If they counter our Extinction Event, we already lose. So, I just want to not let them... like, I'd rather exile this than have it be in the graveyard. So, we'll go... I'll save the fetch land in case we draw Field of the Dead, so we can go Island, Extinction Event. Now, really, really hope they don't have a counterspell. That is a bummer. Okay, I think we need to kill this in response now, even though that's pretty bad. But I just really can't afford to let them keep using that. But this actually seems like a pretty nightmarish matchup. I think they're very, very favored here. They can cast another... Oh, another misplay. I should not have attacked there, because now they can just recast our own Watcher for tomorrow again. They're going for Tireless Tracker instead, but yeah, there's pretty much no way we can win from this point. They know we have the Extinction Event, so they're not going to just, like, play into it too much. They get to draw another card. I mean, our hand is good, but this engine is just so unbeatable, especially when you get to untap your lands every turn. Make another clue. Man, things were looking so good when we had the Kolaghan's command earlier, but this card is like the only reason, like, we would be absolutely demolishing them normally, and because of this card, it's not even close, and they're just beating us by so much. This is drawing them like 6 cards this game. Taking it. Okay, yeah, we're dead. That's a bummer. So they got us in game 1, but now we're ready. Hopefully we can be more prepared for game 2. So it bent just like mega value with pretty little interact. Actually, they do have a remand. This is pretty okay interaction. Do we want stuff like Playcrafter? I don't think so. I actually do want Mire in Misery. It could be bad, but if we could hit that enchantment, then that's really good. And what do we not want? Trader's Grasp is okay, but not amazing. We're not playing white or green. Like, yeah, they have some blue cards we could get, but it's pretty slow. So we'll do this, and hopefully, I mean, yeah, that was a rough game. Hopefully, it does not develop like that. I don't think there was a place where I could have. I mean, we couldn't beat that enchantment once it resolved, and I don't think maybe we should have tried to kill the Prophet earlier. That could have been one way. Well, unfortunately, this is a bad start. We have to mulligan. Okay, this hand is good. We will keep and put back. This is pretty close. Definitely not one of the lands. I don't think we want to put back the Murderous Rider. I'll just put back the Brutality. That card, well, I'll put back, no, we will put back the Brutality. If they have Lotus Cobra, then we'll sort of want that, but against most of their deck, it's not very impressive. Again, holding off on the Scry because we don't know exactly what we want. Alright, that was a good draw. That was a very good draw. Looking for lands here. That is not the best land, but it is a land. I'll keep it. So now we do want them to have a Lotus Cobra. Beautiful. So we go Swamp and blue, red, anything. Electrolyze. Another clean 2-for-1 to start, but that was not enough last time. We'll see if it is this time. That was a pretty good draw. They have a decent number of artifacts. Hopefully they play an island here. Okay, Mind Stone and Island. Alright, so Thought is online. Double Signet. Oh, if we just draw a red source, I'm just going to immediately blow these both up. That would be awesome. Bummer. Okay, so... Yep, we'll just go land Thought. We need red mana. Best case scenario, we draw a land, and then they, like, randomly have a red signet in their deck. They're paying 6. Okay. That's actually not too bad, because we can kill this now, and they won't get full value out of it. Agonizing Remorse. Alright, well, we'll attack for 2, see what we hit. Okay, Wayfarers. Ooh, we could just play Phyrexian Metamorph and copy their Guardians of Marasa. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So we'll take... Like, I would love to develop my mana more, but this just seems a little bit better. I guess we could get greedy and go for Thrill of Possibility, hoping to draw a land for the Metamorph, but I think it's too important to hit the Metamorph, so... If I'd known, like, this was the situation, I might go for Thrill of Possibility before doing anything else. And then, if we draw the land, hit the Metamorph. If we don't draw land, just hit one of the Signets or something. But, as it is, we'll just take this. So we cast this, copy this, return the Electrolyze, and pass the turn. It is sad to miss the land drop. Our opponent has a big mana advantage at this point with their 2 rocks and us missing the land drop. But our hand is stacked. And we also have, like, very efficient answers. Okay, Lotus Cobra's fine. If we draw a red source, that would be so good. Fiery Confluence, kill your Lotus Cobra and 2 artifacts. Rex Age, okay, they kill this. That's a bit annoying. Alright, this is a huge draw. If we draw a red source here, I think we just win. With them having 2 cards. That's rough. That's very rough. Okay, so... Thrill of Possibility, pitch, dig through time. Oh. Okay, well... Alright, I guess we just cast Agonizing Remorse, but this is not look... Well, yeah, I think I'm going to go Agonizing Remorse and then probably chump block this. I don't think we can afford to take a huge hit here. Yeah, this is not a card we want them to have. So now they have nothing. We play this. I am just going to chump block the Guardians of Marasa. I mean, I guess we could just take 9. But no, that seems bad. So we'll just pass back. And if we do draw the red source, then we can kill, 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 and hit them for 2. Wait, does this? Oh, this is. That'd be so nice if that added red. Oh, 6 mana. If this is part of the Water Veil, we lose. Well, do we actually literally lose? No, we go to 1, but then there's no draws we could have that would beat them unless it was let's see, wait, if we blocked here, then we die. So we have to chump block, unfortunately. And then even Extinction Event wouldn't do it because they have 1 creature with odd mana cost. Man, that's pretty sad. They had nothing. They only had 1 land, and then they just ripped apart the Water Veil. So we fall in the finals, ended up with just a 2-1. Right? I mean, yeah. Yeah, we can't do anything. Well, wait. Not necessarily. So we can go black, colorless. Cast Murderous Rider just as a dude. Jump block here, and electrolyze both of these. And then, if we top deck a couple lands in a row, we can stay alive by just making a bunch of Field of the Dead dude. I mean, we're dead to a lot of things, including like remand, like many, many things. But if they just have bricks, we're good to go. Now the question is, do we want to electrolyze in their upkeep to play around remand? And I think the answer is yes. We could beat them drawing remand. Like, a lot of the times in these situations, I'm like, oh, like, you can't beat it, so just don't worry about it. Just, like, play it in combat to give them less information. But here we actually can beat remand, which is weird. It's weird to be this close to losing, but still able to beat a live draw. But if they draw remand and we draw a couple lands in a row for Field of the Dead, then we're good to go. So there is a world where this electrolyze actually makes a big difference. Also, it cuts them off of 1 mana, which is unlikely to matter, but it could. So don't have remand, please. They only have 2 cards. They could be both lands. Oh, that was such a bad land to draw since we already have one. So they attack, we block. Go to 3. So it goes in the bottom. Yeah, this is there's not a ton of answers to this card in our deck, but we have some. If you're shocking, that okay. They just pass, hopefully. Uh-oh. Okay, Prophet of Crucifix is actually not too bad. So if we draw land, all right. Wow. Wait. Definitely not gonna say we're winning, but we might be. So we can play Fiery Confluence, and then Kolagun's Command, and kill both of these things, 3 damage to each creature, and then 2 here and make them discard. So then the question is, what order do we want to do it in? Would we rather kill the like, we can make them discard right now. This just returns any card. I think that still just gives them less options to make them discard now. So, oh wait, do we have enough red mana to cast both of these? No, we don't. We're still not dead, but that's very painful that we do not have enough red. We can't cast both in the same turn, and we definitely have to cast at least one. So, no Kolagun's Command this turn. We just go Fiery Confluence. I mean, wait, actually, we could just... No, well, we could hold off on the Fiery Confluence. We're making 2 zombies. We could make... No, I think we do need to go for Fiery Confluence. So, play that. Make a 2/2. Crack this. We're going to get blue-red with it. Volcanic Island. Make another zombie. And now we can actually double block the Guardian. Oh, wait. Right. Oh, we were supposed to Fiery Confluence first. That is rough. Well, now we're passing. We're still okay, I think. So we attack with both. I'm just going to play the Great Shark. As long as we have this, this Field of the Dead making dudes every turn. Like, we just need to keep pace with the board. They don't have any burn or anything. So we go to blocks. Do we want to block like this? I think so. I mean, we could switch it up. Let's see. Actually, I don't think they'll have a removal spell. It's probably better just to do this. This is worse if they don't have, if they do have a removal spell, because I would love for them to. I really want to kill this 5/4, but I don't think they have a removal spell. They would have probably killed the Great Shark earlier if they did. So this happens. Now we just get to keep 5/4. They can return one of these cards, but I guess they could return Metamorph and copy our Shark. But we have Kolaghan's Command, so we could kill the Metamorph. Wow, if we could pull off this comeback, that would be amazing. And again, they're not red, so they're not red, which was bad for us earlier with the Exotic Orchard. But now it's sort of helping us because it means we don't need to worry about direct damage, and we can control the board pretty well. Oh, they didn't play the the card there. That's interesting. So, well, I'll just cast Pilgrim's Eye. Looks like they're F6'd. So grab a mountain, play a mountain, make another zombie, hit for 5. And then we'll just pass holding up Kolaghan's Command. We can return Thada if we want to. That doesn't really do too much, though. So we're probably just going to go for burning them out. Okay, they do play the Metamorph. Copy the Great Shark. They should have just done that last turn. I don't know why they didn't. So we will go... Let's see. Do we have... Yeah, we have Lethal Leeway. So I'm going to make them discard card. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact. And then we have 8 damage on board plus this Fiery Confluence, which we can even cast... Oh, no, we still can't. All right. Holy cow. I really thought that game was over. That was an amazing comeback. All right. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe we have a chance on this one. We're on the draw. That'll hurt. But we have some good tools. Electrolyze and Kolaghan's Command both look amazing against them. All right. Wow. Also, Reclamation Sage is not particularly strong against us. These are the only 2 cards it hits. Do we make any changes here on the draw? Tragic Slip could be good. It's good against Lotus Cobra. And it's... I mean, if we can trigger Morbid, then it's always good. But I don't know how often we can do that. I guess there was a decent amount of just creature combat that game. Thought it does seem quite good, though. And that's like the main card that I could imagine wanting to cut sometimes. I guess we could cut Gin of Wishes for Tragic Slip, maybe. Yeah, I'll try that. I want to be fast, and this will help us not fall behind. I think even without the Jin, we have enough late game power. Kess will be really good in this matchup if we can draw it. Just they have so little removal, and just being able to like recast all our removal spells every single turn is so good. Whoa, our opponent has lost connection. I wonder if that's just like an internet thing or if they rage quit. That would be weird to rage quit because we're in the finals. I mean, they might not be 2-0, but they probably are. So I'll pause the video and rejoin when they come back. But hopefully they do come back. I mean, I'll take the trophy if I get the trophy, but I would much rather be able to play the game, especially because this is a pretty fun and back and forth matchup. So, oh, all right. Well, didn't even need to do anything. They rejoined. All right, our opponent is back for good now, and our hand is pretty ideal. We have Signet, we have Agonizing Remorse, Brutality, so lots of great stuff. Wayfarer's Bauble is a little annoying because we can't interact with that, but it's okay. So this is definitely going to grab black, probably blue-black, because we have Signet to make our second red. Again, I really wish we had a fetchable just Grixis land. That would be ideal, but we don't. So we could get the Fetid Pools, but I'd rather get a land that's just objectively better than our other blue-black land, which is this one, because it's just, we can cycle it for cheaper if we do want to cycle. So now the question is, would we rather play Remorse or hit their hand? And I think I would like to hit their hand. So I mean, Signet versus Remorse there. If they have a Reclamation Sage and we play Signet, that's just so bad. Okay, this hand is terrible. Sower is very bad against both of these cards. We can remand. We can Collective Brutality the remand. The Unicorn is probably better than the Conjurer's Closet, so I'll take the Unicorn. Being a 4/4 is pretty hard for this hand to deal with. And we don't have any Artifact Disruption in our hand, but we do have a lot of ways to deal with the Conjurer's Closet in our deck. So they can crack that for probably an island. Yeah. And now they just go Plains Pass, holding up Remand. So now the question is if we want to play Signet. Like, I guess we can't play Signet and Brutality, so I'll just play the Signet, and if they remand it, they remand it. Well, actually... Brutality is pretty much guaranteed to be a good card here because they have the Sower, so I will go for Signet first. We would love for the Signet to just resolve. But it's unlikely. But if it does resolve, then we can Brutality, and they sort of have to remand the Brutality. Okay, so that happens, sure. Pass back. They still don't have anything going. They could just play Conjurer's Closet this turn, but that's not very impressive. Forest and Closet, sure. I'd love to draw a Kolaghan's Command. We could go Signet into command. Having a Lich is not great. Land, Signet. And we can pass holding up Electrolyze. Fibblethip. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good here. So if we Electrolyze it, it'll shuffle back into their library. I actually still think we are just going to Electrolyze them and it, because I don't want them to get a bunch of Conjurer's Closet value with it, but that's like a pretty annoying card for them to have here. So again, it shuffles into their library, but because Electrolyze has 2 targets, we still get to draw a card. Oh, do they? Mystic Snake. That actually is really good for us. Because, so now Electrolyze gets countered, but this gets shuffled into their library, so we still fizzled this trigger. So that was a very positive exchange for us. I don't think they should have used the Mystic Snake on that. So I think now I'm just going to... We could have Brutality to kill this, but I think I want to save the Brutality, so I'm just going to main phase Fact or Fiction. Okay, Field of the Dead is definitely the card we want most here. If they split it 4-1, we'll definitely take the 4, but in most other circumstances, we'll take the Field. Okay, yeah, this is not a hard choice at all. If they split this, these are easily the 2 best cards. They should probably split Field Tragic Slip. Oh, what? That is weird. Okay, well, I'll definitely take the 4 pile. The Field of the Dead is just the card I wanted the most. We cannot... Let's see. If we play Field of the Dead now, we can't play... Oh, no, we still can play Cruel Ultimatum next turn. Because we have the Signet. So that's great. We can just play Field and pass back. Yeah, that was a weird play on an opponent's part. And I think it should give us the win. We have Tragic Slip Up. That doesn't do too much, but it's okay. Okay, that is interesting. That could do something good for them. They don't have enough mana right now for the Mystic Snake. Turn up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker. Okay. So they do get to draw a card. I think we're not going to Cruel Ultimatum this turn. I think we need to deal with this board a bit. So we can go... Ooh, that's a good draw for when for after we deal with, or get Field online. So this turn we will go Collective Brutality, give -2/-2 to this creature. And then Tragic Slip to kill this creature. And then play Temple of Epiphany. Fiery Confluence, that seems great, so we will keep it. Pass back. They have Breeding Pool, they have a Sower that we know about, and then the Mystic Snake. Okay, so we can just beat them without casting spells. Do we still want to just jam the Lich? I don't think so. I think we're gonna put the onus on them. Just play land and pass. Yeah, that's like they really messed up with a factor fiction there. Field of the Dead was just so good. Like if a big part of your game plan is holding up counter magic and your opponent can just make creatures every turn without casting spells, you're never gonna win that game. Okay, so they just play a sower, sure. Now we can go for. I'm gonna cast Having a Lich. They'll counter it, and then we can just go, Fiery Confluence, kill everything. Oh, what? Oh, they're probably gonna say no to this. Do we have enough mana to play Lich without cracking the fetch? Actually, no, it doesn't matter. So we'll crack now. So we will grab another Triome. I don't think it matters which. Seems like we have pretty good of all the colors. We have 2 basic swamps though, so I guess I'll grab blue-red. So, I mean, they could just let the Lich resolve, but that seems pretty questionable. We attack for 2. They'll likely just trade the zombies. Yeah. Still no point in not attacking there. Actually, some point in not attacking there. Because now, I mean, they could just let the Lich resolve and then try and steal it with a sower. But I still think this is fine. So we go that, and that. Cast Lich. And if they do let this resolve, we can cast something from a graveyard, and that seems good. I think that's worth it for us. I guess they can still steal stuff. I mean, we need to. Oh, they do just let that resolve. So now we can go. Wait, yeah, that was just a terrible play again on opponent's part. Sorry, I'm trying not to be like negative on opponent's plays, but like they're trying to be way too cute here, and it's not working. So now we can just cast this. If they don't counter this, then we can just return our own Lich to our hand, and then it's like the same situation, except we have a nice board. So we will just return the Lich. I guess they could flicker the Sower to steal this guy now, but that's still fine. Our life total is high, so just grinding card advantage is a good deal for us. So we draw our extra card. Yeah, they definitely should have just countered this. I mean, we would still have a good play because we had the Fiery Confluence, but like that was like a guaranteed great play for us that was on board and available to them to see. And yeah, I mean, we're just beating down, making zombies every turn. They have a Lotus Cobra, that's not scary. They can flicker the Sower and steal this guy now. But it's still just not going to do that much. Okay, well, I was hoping to draw a removal spell or something like that there. We'll start by attacking for 2. Okay, that resolves. We will cast. The Fiery Confluence is the card that we want to, like, we really want to resolve this eventually. Maybe actually our opponent is playing well. Yeah, maybe I was underestimating what their line was. So let's see. We need 11 mana to cast both of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're getting close. I'm just gonna go Forbidden Orchard. Cast the Lich again. And then just cast the 2/3 from our graveyard. Oh, whoops. Wait, did I? That's pretty bad. I tapped wrong for that. So I'll just cast this then. And we'll pass the turn back. And then next turn, I just want to double count, but I think we should be good to go. We'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can play Cruel Ultimatum and Fiery Confluence in the same turn. We do need 4 red mana for that. So are we constrained in that regard? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're good. They're only hitting us for 2, so we're also dealing more damage than them. Oh, I forgot we also have extra mana from the Druid now. That's sort of fun. Although they can steal something. I think we get back this guy, yeah. So that's fine. They steal the Lich. But that's okay. So now we can just go for... I actually think, as weird as it seems, we might want the Fiery Confluence to resolve more than the Cruel Ultimatum. So I think we're going to do this. Our opponent's like, oh, we got you. Like, you've been sandbagging this Cruel Ultimatum the whole time. But they don't know anything. So, Cruel Ultimatum, they have to counter this, because otherwise it just makes them discard their hand. Mystic Snake. Okay, so if their last card is another counterspell, then we really get got. So hopefully that is not the case. Do we want to play around Censor and play a land? Or play around, or just like make an extra zombie? I don't think making an extra zombie actually matters. So even though this is like obviously bad value, which immediately killing our own thing, I think this is fine. If this Fiery Confluence resolves, the game is just over. So Fiery Confluence, 2 damage to each creature and destroy 1 artifact. Boom. All right. So now we have a Lich. They have 1 card. We have Field of the Dead still going. We could have had 1 more zombie, probably, but I don't think that matters. They drew land. So, yeah, I think we just... Holy moly. I thought we were so dead there. I cannot believe we pulled that one out. Game 2 was so close. All right, I'll pull up that deck. So this was our beautiful, beautiful Grixis control deck with Cruel Ultimatum, Cass, and Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead really overperformed. It was great throughout the entire time. We had lots of good interaction. Kolagun's Command was great. Fiery Confluence was great. Yeah, this deck just really clicked on all cylinders and was able to interact very well and also have a lot of good card advantage. I was a bit worried because a lot of the times these decks have like tons of 5, 6, 7 mana cards. So I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to grind, but we had enough like just value card draw that we never really had to worry about running out of cards in hand. We never drew or cast this. Maybe this card is just bad, I'm not sure, but it is interesting. Dada was sort of hit or miss, but it was really good when it got us the Phyrexian Metamorph. See the Truth, 1 game we got to live the dream and cast that with Kess, so that was pretty sweet. Agonizing Remorse was a great card. The hitting something from the graveyard was relevant, and like 2 mana is basically 2 mana in this format is like 1 mana normally. Like you still play this before anyone casts any spells, so it can really just take whatever you want. So overall, this deck was really, really sweet. I loved it. The result was obviously amazing. So yeah, really sweet draft. Thank you for watching, and